This video I had meant to do some time ago. It's about liars and how the liar makes you feel. So, obviously, pretty much everybody I think has been lied to at some point in time in life. Perhaps you're not a liar, but you've dealt with them. Now, what I want you to know is that, and this ties in also to the narcissist, okay? Liars lie to themselves. Okay, so they're not just lying to you, they also lie to themselves. Now, liars know what a person has been through, and they choose to lie anyway. Now, they could be choosing to lie because of their own selfish reasons, which is usually the case. Because, if they tell you the truth, they fear rejection, okay? Or they fear that the relationship might end and they are getting something from you that they need, okay? Usually it's a selfish thing on their part. Usually they're working from ego, because you got to realize normal people don't go around, lying and destroying other people, okay? But these type of people usually need some sort of instant gratification and some sort of self-soothing, okay? And unfortunately, they get that by lying. And what they don't actually realize too is that because they now lied, now they need to make another lie to cover up that lie and all of these things. But what I want you to realize is that we usually internalize the lie, okay? We normally are devastated, right? Because you were open and honest. And usually then you'll start to question your own ability on judging somebody else's character, okay? Because you'll be like, well, what's wrong with me? Or I extended that trust. Why did they do that? Or whatever. And we put the blame back on ourselves. But the reason why I wanted to make this video was to explain a little bit about why liars lie, and to remind you not to internalize, doubt, or question your personality based on someone else's actions. You can be a true, genuine person. You can be a good person, and you may still encounter these people just because these people simply exist. But sometimes, well, not sometimes, everybody comes into your life for a given reason, right? But a lot of times we focus on the hurt of the situation and we focus on the person rather than the lesson we were meant to learn. So that's what I want you to focus on, and also try not to internalize it, okay? Try not to be like, oh my God, I trusted, and what's wrong with my judgment of character, okay? Because it doesn't mean that your judgment of character is off or that there's something wrong with you, because you're not the person lying. You're the genuine person, right? But what was the lesson that you were to learn within that experience? That's the question. Were you meant to figure out the lie and then stand up for yourself? That could very well be it. There's a lesson in that. So that's what I want you to focus on, because for me, I was internalizing a lot of things. And that would be constant with a bunch of different things or relationships or whatever. I'd always internalize. And I've realized that really a lot of what people do is not actually about you, or in this case, me. It's about them. It's about what they want, what they need, whatever. Because generally for me, I work from a place of what can I do for you? And putting other people first, which isn't necessarily good either, because I should be putting myself first. So it's an interesting conflict. It's an interesting dynamic, but I wanted to remind everybody out there to focus on what the lesson was, rather than the pain, rather than the hurt, rather than the actual person. Focus on what the lesson was. And just know that unfortunately, some people do it. This is why they do it. And not to beat yourself up for choosing to have that person in your life. Okay? So I hope that helps. I really hope that helps, because I've spent many days, nights, many sleepless hours figuring a lot of things out and coming to these conclusions. So I hope it helps. Ciao.